one good disappointment and your day is going to be ruined. So I am looking for a new apartment because the apartment that I currently live in is dog shit and the management team that is managing the building is awful. So I am quite passively, slowly looking for a new place. I don't really need to leave, but I do want to find a better place. And I did find this apartment building that had the ideal location and it looked really nice from the outside. Then when you check the building online, also the offers seemed great, the prices seemed amazing, so overall it seemed like the ideal option. And I did get excited. I did get excited without seeing the building. So I booked the tour for today. Today I go for the tour, and you know how as soon as you enter the building and you see the leasing agent and the leasing agent looks like a homeless person, you can already tell that this is not going to go well. As soon as you see a leasing agent for a building and the leasing agent looks like a homeless person and it's obvious that they don't pay her well, you already know that this is probably not going to be a great experience. But okay, we start talking and she instantly tells me that the unit that I wanted, the unit that I was looking for, is no longer available. It's not even that it's no longer available, but it has never been available because they didn't actually end the lease. So the people living there are still living there and they extended the lease. So already from the get-go, the information on the website was incorrect. I'm like, well, okay, do you have any other units? Oh yeah, we do have these 2 units. Both of these units were more expensive than the one that I was looking at, but I'm like, okay, I can pay a little bit more as long as the apartments are going to be good. Okay, we go for the tour. They show me the apartment, and the apartment is absolute dog shit. It's an awful apartment. It's dingy. It's visibly used, and it's just not a place you want to live in general. It seems like a place where you're going to start contemplating suicide. It's like a very depressing apartment. And I'm already thinking to myself, yeah, this is not going well. If these are the only units available, first of all, they cost more than the one that I was looking at. Secondly, they are dog shit. They are even worse than the unit I'm currently living in. So you already know that you want to leave the building and you already know that there's no chance you're going to be living within this building. And the leasing agent smells that. She feels the fact that I'm not very happy with the situation, and she feels that I'm not very happy with the fact that the unit that was told is available is not really available. And she's asking nicely, so do you want to see the rest of the building? Do you want to go through the common areas? And I'm thinking to myself, well, I don't want to go through the common areas. I'm not going to live here, but I also want to be nice and I don't want her to feel bad. So I kind of tell her okay, yeah, we can walk through the common areas. We're walking through the common areas and I just have absolutely no interest in the common areas because I already know that there is no chance I'm going to be living in this building. But you kind of have to be nice. You have to be a normal person. She's showing you around. You're oh wow, this is so cool. This is so nice. Great. And I actually feel I need to be a little bit of a man when it comes to these kind of things. I need to be a little bit more straightforward and a little bit more strict because I'm just wasting my time, and I feel I'm being nice, but in reality I'm probably also wasting her time. So I just kind of need to stop being a pussy and say what is it that I think a little bit more often, because what's the point? What's the point in walking around this building when you already know that you're not going to live here? So yeah, it's just a fucking waste of time, and you get disappointed because I was actually already thinking that after this tour I'm going to be calling my current landlord and telling them that I'm no longer going to be living within this unit because I found a different place. And then when you see that the place that you were thinking of living in is absolute dog shit, it just kind of disappoints you and kind of bums you out. So that basically kind of ruined the rest of my day. The only saving grace for the day was I went to the gym and I had a really nice workout. That always tends to lift up my mood a little bit. But other than that, yeah, I was quite disappointed. And it actually turns out it is quite difficult to find a decent apartment in Philadelphia. You can find a good place, but the good places that I actually already are quite expensive. So if you look in the range of around $2,000, it's actually not that easy to find. So yeah, $2,100 is not a price in which you can find a really decent apartment. You can find okay apartments, but the problem with the apartments is that they don't want to invest the money in actually building good units. They just invest the money in the common areas. So every single building that you're going to go to, a newer building, is going to have a decent basically environment when it comes to the common areas, but then when it comes to the actual units, the units are very cheap and it's very visible that they've been done on a budget. And it kind of makes sense. You just invest the money in common areas, you make everything look nice, and then maybe people are going to ignore the fact that you're basically living in a shoebox. But yeah, for me, that is not really something that I want to do. So I feel like most probably I kind of have to start contemplating maybe just paying a little bit more and maybe just moving into like an actual decent apartment. It's like, I don't like spending money on rent. I don't like paying a lot for rent. But also, if you really think about it, I don't really do anything but go to the gym, go to work, and stay at my place, cook, relax, do stuff at home. So maybe if I do spend as much time as I spend at home, maybe it is time for me to start considering investing a little bit more money into an apartment, because if that is going to be the place I'm going to be spending the most time at, then like maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's actually something to consider. But yeah, it is quite easy to get disappointed, and you can get disappointed by basically getting your hopes up, getting too excited. So kind of like the general takeaway for me, for like most situations that I'm in, is don't ever get excited. When you are looking forward to something, when you're looking forward to doing something, seeing something or whatever, never get excited in advance. Always have low or medium expectations. It's actually even better to always have low expectations, and then if it turns out to be good and if it turns out to live up to your expectations or even exceed your expectations, you're just going to be happy and excited. But then if you already imagined something being great and then afterwards it is not the thing that you imagined it to be, you're just going to be sad, you're going to be bummed out, and it's just generally not going to be a good experience. So yeah, don't get excited, always have grounded expectations, and that is basically going to help you when it comes to not ruining your day by being disappointed by something. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.